What is up, everyone? This is Josh back with a high quality S tier video that I put so much effort into, as you could tell. Um, it's the Oscars this year, so I'm gonna give my predictions, of course. So, you know what? Let's start with the big category, which is also the easiest of the night, believe it or not. I'm gonna read off the nominees, I'll give what I think will win, and I will also give my preferred choice of winner for each category. So let's start with Best Picture. The nominees are Oppenheimer, The Holdovers, Poor Things, The Zone of Interest, American Fiction, Barbie, Anatomy of the Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Past Lives, and Maestro. So overall, I think it's a great batch of nominees. The only one that I thought was really bad was Maestro. The other ones are pretty great. They range from good to spectacular. I mean, Oppenheimer, it's gonna win. Like there isn't a clear number two. Is the number two the holdovers? Is it Poor Things? Is it Zone of Interest or American Fiction? Who knows? But Oppenheimer is just so ahead of the pack, and for good reasons. I think it is deserving of Best Picture. It would be my choice personally, either that or Zone of Interest. But yeah, Oppenheimer, amazing film. It's got everything going for it. Now on to the second category, which is also a lock, Best Director. The nominees would be Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Jonathan Glazer for Zone of Interest, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Justine Triet for Anatomy of the Fall, and Martin Scorsese for Killers of a Flower Moon. Looks like Scorsese is going to be, was it 1 for 10? Yeah, he's not winning. The winner is obviously Nolan. It's his year. He's only been nominated once, I think, for Dunkirk. It's his time. He's long overdue, and he's winning for one of his best movies, I think. Maybe even his best. It's definitely top three. My personal choice would, yeah, it would be Nolan also. But my number two would be Jonathan Glazer for Zone of Interest, whose direction is pretty impeccable. Now, hard category, Best Actress. I think it's a two-horse race. Let me read off the nominees. Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Emma Stone for Poor Things, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of the Fall, Annette Bening for Nyad, and Carey Mulligan for Maestro. All great performances. My personal pick is definitely Emma Stone, who, I mean, such a transformative performance, and just, yeah, I thought that was an incredible performance. But I'm leaning towards Lily Gladstone for the win, who was also great, although I think limited screen time. But her presence was pretty great, and I think she has the best narrative for the win. She won SAG, which was the most recent of the major award shows of the guilds. So I don't know. I think everything was working in her favor right now, but it's a super close race between Gladstone and Emma Stone. So, yeah. And Sandy Hüller was also really good. And I've not seen that yet, but I don't think I ever will. Sorry. Uh, Moving on to Best Actor. The nominees are Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction, and Coleman Domingo for Rustin. So, there was a while where I was thinking Paul Giamatti was going to win, but like it would be cool if he won. I don't know if he's my personal choice. He might be. But I don't know. Cillian Murphy's kind of undeniable at this point. I mean, he's been, yeah, he won SAG, which was, I don't know if I would call it a surprise, but it really solidified his lead, and I wouldn't bet against him. I think he's deserving, and he will win, most likely. Now, another easy category, Best Supporting Actress. The nominees would be Da'Vine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers, Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, America Ferrera for Barbie, and Jodie Foster for Nyad. I think this is easy which one will win, and I think which one's easily the best. I think Da'Vine Joy Randolph was fantastic in The Holdovers, and she has won basically every award so far. So, yeah, she will win, and it will be a really good win. I think she's easily the best in that category. Best Supporting Actor, a really good category this year, I think. Uh, Nominees are Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling, Barbie, Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things, Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction, and Robert De Niro for Killers. Uh, like Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actor is an easy one. For Robert Downey Jr., he's been sweeping everywhere. He's undeniable. My choice would also be Downey Jr. I think Mark Ruffalo is a close second place. I watched that movie a couple days ago, and he's really funny in that movie. He's really incredible. Ryan Gosling's also really good. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be Downey Jr. Moving on to a rather difficult category, in my opinion, Best Adapted Screenplay. So we've got American Fiction, we've got Oppenheimer, we've got Barbie, we've got Poor Things, we got The Zone of Interest. Pretty solid category all around. I'm predicting American Fiction for now, but I don't know. I just saw that movie. I thought it was a good script, but is it better than Oppenheimer's script? I mean, I don't think so. Uh, it is. American Fiction is definitely a writer's movie, and it's the kind of movie that usually wins. And it's been doing really well. Oppenheimer hasn't really picked up the wins it could have, right? In other guilds and such. It could be an Oscars thing, though. I mean, Oppenheimer's the main. It's going to win a lot of awards, right? It could also win this one. But I'm going to say American Fiction for now. My personal choice would be Oppenheimer for the win. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Best Original Screenplay, I think is a bit easier. We've got Anatomy of a Fall, Holdovers, Past Lives, May December, and Maestro. A weaker category, I think. My personal choice would be Past Lives. I thought that movie is incredible. But it has no chance, which is unfortunate. The winner will likely be Anatomy of a Fall, which is a great screenplay. I wouldn't be mad if that wins. Holdovers is a close second in terms of winning contention. But yeah, Anatomy of a Fall, it's been winning all the other guilds pretty much, so gotta go with that one. Best Cinematography is easy. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, and El Conde, which I did see. And that's a beautiful looking movie. But yeah, Oppenheimer is winning easily. And it probably will be my personal choice for the win. It's either that or Poor Things. It's tight, but as my personal favorite. I mean, Oppenheimer's winning this award. No question about that. Best Costume Design. Honestly, one of the hardest of the night. I cannot decide. I've been switching back and forth for this one. So the nominees in this category are Poor Things, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, and Oppenheimer. So Poor Things and Barbie, I kept switching. I think I originally had Barbie winning this category, but I'm switching to Poor Things. I don't know, the costumes in that are amazing. The costumes in Barbie just feel iconic, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say Poor Things because I can't decide. So yeah, I'm just doing that, and I think Poor Things should probably win too. Probably. It's a interesting category. I don't know. Film editing. We got Oppenheimer, Anatomy of the Fall, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, and The Holdovers. Oppenheimer is winning. It's probably one of the best edited movies I've seen in a very long time. It's just incredibly edited. It's just yeah, it's winning for sure. Best makeup and hairstyling. This is another one I've been going back and forth on. The nominees are Maestro, Poor Things, Society of the Snow, Golda, Oppenheimer. Honestly, I kind of want Society of the Snow to win. I thought the makeup was phenomenal in that movie. It's not going to win, but I just had to put that out there. That would be my choice. So originally I said Poor Things was winning, but Maestro is kind of going to win, which is fair. The makeup is good in that movie. It's like a Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour levels good in terms of makeup. So it's the kind of movie that usually wins. I don't think Poor Things is usually the kind of movie that wins. So I'm going with Maestro. We'll see how that goes. Okay, another hard one. Best Production Design. It's in Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Napoleon, Killers of the Flower Moon. This is another one. I could do Barbie. I could do Poor Things. I think I originally did Barbie. I'm just gonna this and costume designs. It could be either Barbie or Poor Things. I'm just gonna go for Poor Things for both of these, and I think Poor Things should win. Yeah, I'm just going for Poor Things. Who knows? I don't know. It could be anyone. Best score, easy. Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, American Fiction, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which is I think a terrible nomination, by the way. Most of that movie, I'm not gonna get. Yeah, okay. Oppenheimer is winning, and it should win. Yeah, best song. We've got the Barbie songs, the Billie Eilish one, what I was I made for, and I'm just Ken. Then you got the Cheeto movie, uh, Flamin' Hot, The Fire Inside, and then the Killers of a Flower Moon song and the American Symphony song. I'm thinking the Billie Eilish song is gonna win. I think it just won a Grammy. I could be wrong on that one, but yeah, it's the kind of song that wins. I would probably choose I'm Just Ken though, because that song's a lot of fun. Best sound, uh, yeah. So we've got Oppenheimer, The Zone of Interest, The Creator, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, and Maestro. I think this is between Oppenheimer and The Zone of Interest. I don't know which one I would vote for. The Zone of Interest, the sound is just one of the most important parts of the movie. I guess with Oppenheimer also, but I would personally vote for Zone of Interest in this category because it's just so interesting, just how it uses sound, and I guess Oppenheimer too. Oppenheimer will win, I think, but I would personally vote Zone of Interest for this category. Yeah, so visual effects, another best visual effects is another really hard category. So we've got Godzilla minus one, The Creator, Napoleon, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Mission Impossible. This is between, I think, The Creator, Godzilla, and maybe Napoleon. I don't think they'll give it to Guardians because I don't think they've ever given it to a Marvel movie, but who knows? I think Godzilla has more passion. I think The Creator, I think most people, I don't know. The Creator is not as well liked as Godzilla. Even if the visual effects are supposedly really, really incredible. I haven't seen either movie, to be fair, but I think Godzilla is just a much more well liked movie, and usually that's what wins. Even though Godzilla is not nominated in other categories, so that's a knock on that film, I guess, in that regard. But I'm voting for. Sorry, I would personally vote for. I guess Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. I haven't seen Godzilla or the Creator, but I'm thinking Godzilla is going to win. It's a close call though. Best animated feature. This is another tight race, kind of. Um, we've got Spider Verse, Boy and the Heron, Robot Dreams, Elemental, and Nimona. Uh, I would personally pick Spider Verse, and I think Spider Verse is going to win because usually it's the American mainstream movie that wins this category. And Boy and the Heron it's a pretty great movie, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't really see that winning. It's been winning a lot of the guilds and stuff like that. It won Golden Globe. It won something else recently. I can't remember which one. I think it was the BAFTA. Um, I don't see that winning the Oscar though for some reason. I don't think it's actually going to be Hayao Miyazaki's last movie. It seems like he's making another movie, so I don't know. Voters might want to wait for that one to give him another Oscar. But yeah, I think Spider Verse is just a great movie, and most people love it, so it's probably gonna win here. Yeah. Best documentary feature. I think this is an easier one. We've got 20 Days in Mariupol, Four Daughters, Bobby Wine, The People's President, The Eternal Memory, and To Kill a Tiger. 20 Days is winning. I haven't seen any of these nominees, so I'm just gonna move on quickly. But that seems to be winning everywhere, so I'll choose that one. Best international film, another easy one. I'll be quick. The Zone of Interest, Society of the Snow, Perfect Days, Teacher's Lounge, and Io Capitano. I probably messed that pronunciation up, but The Zone of Interest is nominated for Best Picture, so it's going to win here, and that would be my personal pick. I still need to see Perfect Days, though. I really like Wim Wenders, so I'll see that one at some point. But yeah, Zone of Interest will win and should win. And yeah, now the short categories, which I don't know. I didn't watch any of them this year. Not even the animated ones. So For animated short, we got War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. We got Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses, Pachydermy, and Our Uniform. Originally, I did Letter to a Pig, but okay, usually in this category, the worst short wins. That happened last year with the boy, the mole, the fox, the mole, whatever. That was terrible. It's usually the sentimental, cheesy, terrible short that wins, and apparently War's Over is that. It's that kind of movie this year. So usually the worst one wins in this category, so I'm picking that one. So yeah, that's my logic for that. Though keep in mind I have not seen any of these shorts, so maybe it is actually good. I don't know, but it doesn't sound. From what I've heard, it's not that great. I don't know. Best documentary short. I haven't seen any of these, of course. Maybe I should. We've got The Last Repair Shop, The ABCs of Book Banning, Nine Nine Waipo, The Barber of Little Rock, and Island in Between. I'm predicting The Last Repair Shop. I've heard really good things about that one. I've heard the ABCs of Book Banning is actually really bad from the people I've talked to or heard from, so I'm not going to pick that one, even though that was that was this logic I used for War's Over winning for that category. So maybe the ABCs will win, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for The Last Repair Shop on this one. I don't know. That's yeah, I'm not consistent. Whatever. Best live action short. We've got. I have seen one of these movies. I've seen The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, and the other nominees are Red, White, and Blue, The After, Invincible, and Night of Fortune. I'm thinking the Wes Anderson short will win, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I thought it was great. I have not seen the other ones though through Wes Anderson's name recognition alone, I think he might win for this. I've heard Red, White, and Blue is very good, so maybe that could be a surprise win, but I'm not going to bet against Wes Anderson winning his first Oscar. Yeah. So that is my prediction. Those are my predictions, and we'll see how I do. Probably going to do really terrible. We'll see. Have a good one, y'all, and yeah, peace.